I had no idea Australian TV shows can be so good and refreshing. In fact, after watching American shows almost exclusively for years, I had no idea Australian TV shows were even a thing. To me, American TV shows have become an ocean of mediocrity and predictability. That's why I am so excited about Mr. Inbetween, a refreshingly authentic show that feels familiar in the best sense. After producing a low-budget indie movie, The Magician, in 2005, the creator and the lead in one person, Scott Ryan, had spent 13 years delivering pizzas and driving taxis until 2018, when he got to make the show Mr. Inbetween, loosely based on The Magician. He wrote the entire script himself, and the show shines with authenticity so much it also made me excited again about TV shows in general. Mr. Inbetween tells the story of a 40-year-old gangster, Ray Shoesmith, whose daily work life consists of extortion, murders, and gun deals. In his private life, through interactions with his friends and relatives, he is also shown to be a multifaceted character with complex motivations. The local strip club owner named Freddy assigns Ray with most of his jobs. Being no stranger to prostitution and drugs, Freddy generally gets little respect and is considered a degenerate in the criminal underworld. Due to his gambling problem, he also always owes Ray money for his services. Despite these shortcomings, these two have a close rapport and Ray is loyal to him. Another character central for Ray's life is his best friend Gary. Although the show provides no explanation of how and when Ray and Gary met, their mutual willingness to help each other is obvious. The most important character for Ray's development is his daughter Brittany. Over the course of the show, she grows up from a sweet and oblivious 8-year-old girl into a sharp teenager who won't be fooled once Ray's criminal life starts to impact hers in a negative way. With the main characters introduced and the premise established, Season 1 kicks the story off with Ray's best friend Gary badly hurt in a setup, followed by Ray's severe payback that is also not left without consequences. As it turns out, the thugs who had hurt Gary work for a relative of Ray's boss Freddy, causing a diplomatically delicate situation. Despite Freddy's attempt to settle the dispute peacefully, both parties end up thirsty for more blood. A game of cat and mouse breaks out between Ray and the rival mob, with tension mounting until it erupts in a solid finale that would have made Season 1 perfect even as a standalone miniseries. Season 2 starts with Ray getting hired for a hit job, only this time he knows the target personally to be a decent man, which creates a conundrum for Ray, since his philosophy is that everyone he hurts has it coming in a certain way, be it people who don't pay back on time or people who threaten him or his close ones first. He cannot apply this philosophy to this job, becomes reluctant to do it, and an intriguing turn of events follows. Seasons 2 and 3 do even more of what Season 1 did so well in terms of mounting up the tension and releasing it in a cathartic finale. The main plot also conjoins with the scenes that explore Ray's personal life. In Season 3, Ray strongly feels the consequences of his actions, and the very end of the show leaves a strong emotional aftertaste. Having a total of 26 episodes and 25 minutes per episode, Mr. Inbetween is an epitome of efficiency, with no filler scenes or episodes. Mr. Inbetween also excels at setting up seemingly insignificant plot devices and paying them off in a meaningful way in later episodes. This makes every scene feel purposeful. The efficient running time combined with such skillful setups and payoffs keeps the show more engaging than most. Sometimes the show uses this technique by creating expectations to subvert them with a powerful twist, causing a strong emotional experience. There is very little exposition, and the viewers are expected to figure out certain things for themselves. The characters and the plot are developed through actions and authentic dialogue rather than spelling something out. The fact that there are bodily and legal consequences to every punch, kick, and gunshot, combined with Ray's natural physical limitations of a fairly regular middle-aged man, make the action scenes feel realistic and impactful. The comparatively lower budget of this show also enhances the realism of the action scenes, and Ray needs to handle violence intelligently by the use of tactics, equipment, and ambushes. The action scenes are sprinkled throughout the show in just the right portion, and action never feels overdone or underused. If you enjoyed Breaking Bad, then Mr. Inbetween is the right show for you. Although these shows fall into the similar genre, Mr. Inbetween has its own unique style. It is a criminal and family drama, as well as a comedy. It juggles both of these aspects perfectly, and because I kept getting surprised, the show kept me engaged from beginning to end. The show doesn't aim to change the world or to redefine the genre. It is a humble, solidly made project that captures a vision of a man who finally got the chance to express what he was carrying inside his head for years. It radiates with creative energy and authenticity, and I can only wish I could erase it from my memory, only to watch it again. It is a fantastic show. If you've got 25 minutes, watch the first episode and you'll see.